At least they're all just blowing each other up, which is okay. We can handle that. Are you going to blow up too, sir? That's fine. You're all dead now. It's a nice shiny this Voltorb. I will wait. Oh no, they're all coming for me. Calm down, sirs. Calm down. You don't need to be angry. Oh no, you're still coming. Oh yeah, that's what killed me last time, wasn't it, a Voltorb? Okay, I don't think... Oh, no, there is another one there. I don't think one's spawning. I think that's the limit. Never mind. We're going to go through here, look at the Sneasels, probably make it back to the top. Time to pick up my randomized starter. Which game are you doing that in? Just out of interest. But how are you? I'm assuming, as from the messages in the Discord, you're getting no good luck. It has all... Okay, you're going for Radical Red too. We were just talking about Radical Red. Have you ever finished Radical Red? And are you doing it as a Nuzlocke? I'm assuming randomize at least. We may as well check the masculine, right? Might not have. No, it is very, very difficult. I will say that. In Nuzlocke form, I've never got past Sabrina. So, yeah. I'm probably just going to leave. So yeah, I know how frustrating it can be. Yeah, so that's a light Sneasel. Okay. Vikavolt, Veluza, and that's it. Well, Veluza might not be as terrible. Not counting the third. Oh, shall we do some ice? And that could be usable if it's Eradicate. But again, you're playing it just casually, so I would personally, I would probably go with the Vikavolt. Is it your first time playing through it as well, or have you done it a few times? Stunkies. Boo. Okay. And that means you know all the code as well, which is the fun bit, like just challenging yourself in the battles. I like that. We didn't do the berries. I don't know why. Didn't really feel like it. Is there? I should really check where I'm going. Right, there is one here. That's fine, I was on the right line. We're pretty much just flying over most of these. Check this. Okay, that's more Carnivines. Please don't be shiny again. Yeah, I keep getting stumped at the bit where you have to... Like, they've added it where you actually have to take on the double battles on the SSN, don't you now? And it fooled me into not understanding Storm Drain. And I wiped to that one. And I wiped to Bugsy once as well. Rogunks. But the thing is, I can walk through. Before that, when you didn't have to do the double battle, I pretty much could walk through to Surge without any problems. Like, you may lose one here and there. But then after Surge, I just fall apart. And actually, I think I can get to the bit where you can get your fossils restored. That was pretty easy. Even on a randomizer, it's just, I was so used to it. And I get a bit bored of doing it, because I do it as a Nuzlocke. I used to get a bit bored of doing the same part of the map again and again. And then I would make silly mistakes and lose something valuable. I think on one of them I had like a Volt-sorbing Staryu. And it got killed by self-destruct. Rather than Brock's Alolan Geodude. I was expecting it to use Spark on me. But it happens, it happens. Right. Let's see. This is probably the last map tour of the day. I know we haven't. It's not as long as yesterday. We did, what, 5 and a bit hours yesterday? But that was Soul Link. That's always a bit longer. It's always going to be a bit longer. So let's just keep it at that. It is. I was getting a little bit worried after the second fight. Because obviously you won it 3-0. And if you had won the third fight, we would not be in a good place. Let's be honest. I did have a little look through some of the encounters that we can get dependent on weather. There are not too many. I'll be honest, most locations are 1 and 2s, dependent completely on the weathers. It's not a bad thing. The most interesting one is actually the route going to the next town. There's some really interesting ones. But I believe if we get rain, there is a Carablast potential encounter on one of the wild areas. So, the teams are starting to be locked. I don't think mine is as locked in. Look, there's a lot of mine that evolved so late. It's ridiculous. I was looking at all the evolutions. And we also have to remember the next gym is different for both of us. So it's even harder to plan for. Like my Litwick doesn't evolve till level 41. I think Pawniard is like in the 50s, isn't it? So I'm barely even going to use them, but they could be crucial in the final. But yeah, the next battle we've got to do is Hop again. And after Hop, it is the Fighting or Ghost Gym. I think you have Fighting Gym and I have the Ghost Gym. I think that's the way round it is. So that will be quite interesting to plan for. Like the level cap will be the same, but still quite interesting. But we can also get one of the goofy fossils, because I think one game gets the water types and one gets the electric type. So that's also quite fun. But yes. Yeah, and once we've done that wild area towards Hammerlock, we kind of only have potentially one encounter per town. Like, you'll have Route 6, I think it's called, before Stowenside, and after Stowenside you go into Glenwood Tangle, and then you hit the next town, and then you've got Route 7, which is like 2 bits of grass, and then Route 8, I think it's Route 8, I can't remember exactly, and could be split into 2, because there's an ice bit and a ancient or ruins bit, I think they call it. And then after the ice gym there's the next route, then technically there's Sirchester Bay, then the outskirts of Spikemouth, and then you've got to do the last gym. So then you're pretty much done a bit of... There are a few little islands that we can do on Isle of Armor once we ride the bike on water, which is after the 6th gym. But that is very rare selection, I think. But we can have a look at it all when we get that far. But with 7 shinies today, I feel like we've had another good day. If I'm honest, I wasn't going to go for as long today. We're just about to hit the 3-hour mark. So I feel like that's our target for today. I know, as I said, it's not quite as long, but we are back on Saturday for the Mario Kart weekend, which we've said is something we're looking forward to. I hope we can have a lot of people come and join us. I am looking forward to seeing how bad I am at Mario Kart against people. The fossils in Sword and Shield are very good, and they're very good to use in battles, I will be honest. But the problem with it is the type thing for me and Neil. If it wasn't Water Dragon, it would probably be an amazing partnership, electric and a dragon. But I think they're Water Dragon and Electric Dragon, which is really, really frustrating. Thank you. I will see some of you in streams today, and thank you for being here, Shirio. We should go and say hello to somebody, right? It's like what we tend to do nowadays. Shall we go to someone we know, or someone playing this? Let's see who's online. Shall we see? Oh, everybody's waiting for Silksong, aren't they? Dun. Who is around? Shall we go and rotate this back and say hello to Bax today? Bax has raided us a couple of times, so we can go and say hello to them, I hope, before they raid us first. But thank you to everyone for being here today. We have had fun, I think. We did actually do one of our targets, which was the big plan for once. So, that is very good. I will probably see you in some streams tonight. I'm sure there'll be somebody we know streaming. I don't know if we're going to say names, but we'll have somebody in common. So we might as well go and say hello and have a good rest of your day.